Stephen, are you a bit disappointed with that result then?
Probably the result, yeah. I mean, I think the only one team has really looked likely to win the game. I thought we were dominant for the majority of it. You know, the chances we've created, we've hit the post at 1-1. We've had an iffy penalty given against us. Our goalkeeper spilled one for the winning goal. So, you know, I'd be disappointed standing here having drawn the game. So I'm a wee bit even more disappointed having lost. I thought we were the better players on the pitch. You know, we had balls across the face of goal. But we encouraged them. We encouraged them by giving them the first goal. We encouraged them by giving them the second goal, and then we kind of lose our way a little bit in the last 10 minutes. We become a little bit desperate, making the wrong choices in possession off the ball. So that's the maturity side of it. You know, them trying to make better decisions under a little bit of pressure when the game's going against you. But in general, played pleased with how we played, how we dominated the ball, how we created chances. You know, they had to change their shape at half time. We absolutely, you know, there was no doubt we were on top of the game. You know, so they were chopping and changing, trying to match up, trying to mix things up. So when you lose a game of that magnitude, then yeah, you're disappointed. But I felt all the better players in the pitch today were in Motherwell colours.
So when you look at that in a positive sense, I guess it's one of those stories that if it was another day, maybe a different result.
Well, we've given teams a lot of encouragement recently. You know, I said to them in there in the cup game, we gave up 3 pure goals against Kilmarnock. We gave up a cheap goal against St Johnstone. Encouraging the opposition to come and have a go at you and pose your problems. You know, it's difficult enough, you know, in the game in general, but if you continue giving yourself mountains to climb, it becomes hard. So a lot of people are making similar errors. It's probably not ideal time of the season when you've only 4 games to go, when we have decisions to make. We've already started having meetings with the manager and trying to analyse where we need to strengthen next year, what kind of players we need to bring in. So the unfortunate nature of football is if you continue to make the same errors and we're not learning from them, then you have to maybe go somewhere else and have a look somewhere else. So we're getting towards the reality side of football. It's disappointing. Some of the lads will leave the club in the future. That's the reality of it. But you know, on today's game, I just want them to do well and progress. That's all I want to do. And if they play the way they do in the majority of the game, they'll win games. There's no doubt. We've taught them the right way. They're playing football the right way. But defending's an art. And I just felt at times, you know, especially for the 2 goals, we were too easy to play against, and that's hard to take.
And when you look at the boys that have come through recently, guys, I guess the message is if you cut out these errors and find consistency, you can step on it in the first team.
Yeah, the manager is low in numbers for Saturday. You know, I think the way he was talking, 2 or 3 of those lads will be involved in the matchday squad of somewhere. Some might even start the game. So there was a little challenge laid down to them. Some of them didn't step up to it. You know, it's opportunities come along, you have to try and take them. You know, James was on the bench last night for the first team, which was great. Today, he wasn't anywhere near where he was last Friday. You know, is it the fear, is it pressure? But if you want to play in somebody's first team environment, we have to be up for that. So I'm disappointed James didn't show what he can do. Other players did, other players didn't. And the only reason I'm talking about James is because he was on the bench. I expect him to be fantastic today. Have a real boost from being involved last night. And you know, you see his little bit of immaturity at times. He's 17 years old. We understand he is. I just sometimes maybe expect too much of him. You know, maybe last night, the whole hype of last night would be affecting him today. But he's certainly one for the future. Let's be sure. You know, but I hope at least 2 or 3 of those lads will be involved on Saturday, and they deserve to be because they're good players. Unfortunately, though, if you don't defend well enough and you encourage the opposition, you're going to lose games, and that's the feeling we're leaving with here today.
Stephen, again, thanks for your time.
Cheers, boys.